So that's what we are making today. Homemade crunchy chicken pieces, homemade chippies, and none of my kids, although they may blob tomato sauce all over it, are going to turn that down. Right. First of all, I'm preheating the oven to about 200 degrees Celsius, and I've got my 2 chopper extraordinaires to start chopping the chippies. So I'm just giving the potatoes a wash. Yep, you can start chopping. So yeah, these aren't actually grubby, I have washed them. They're just that they're homegrown potatoes, and they didn't come from bought seed potatoes. They came from the potatoes that we grew before then. Grow potatoes from ones that you have previously grown. They do tend to come out a bit spotty, but there's nothing wrong with them. So the potatoes basically cost us next to nothing.
Chop chop the chippies!
You gotta give the chips to Aston, and then he puts them on the tray.
Aston, I throw it into your
No, you don't throw anything in there. Now, while my choppers are working at chippying, I'm going to get 3 bowls, and this is for the chicken. Don't make them quite that thin, okay, Sam? And in one, you're going to put a couple of eggs, a couple of stuffed eggs.
Mum, I want to put some eggs in.
Yeah, you can help me.
He got a job. No! On the board. Oh, he put it and I put there.
Unfortunately, fighting broke out over who was getting to chop chips, who got to break eggs, who got to mix the eggs. It's just me in the kitchen now. I did always say I was keeping these videos real. These chippies, you just want to drizzle a wee bit of oil over them. Probably not quite as much as I just put on there, but mine just got frustrated. Now, smush them all around, cook them all nicely, chuck these in the oven, start cooking. We have 3 bowls, one with a couple of eggs in it. To point out first, my chicken, I actually got this on special for $8.79 a kilo from Pack and Save. So $5.34, I've got just over 600 grams there, which should do us more than nicely. If you've got a bit less though, I would stress, because with the crumbed chicken, once you put the crumbs on, it actually bulks it up quite a bit. So you actually do need a bit less than what you would think. And if you've got leftovers, it is fantastic just to put in the fridge, have with a salad the next day, have it in a wrap, chop it up in a sandwich, whatever. So it's a good wee thing to use. The next bowl, you will want flour. Guess an amount, you can always add more in. And the next bowl, you want some breadcrumbs. Now this is one of those things where you can use up these evil, poisonous things called crusts that kids don't like to eat. And I think everyone has their own way of making breadcrumbs. I like to use the grater. Now, if you want to, I actually find it comes out really yummy just plain as it is. But there is nothing wrong with adding some herbs and spices and stuff into those breadcrumbs if you want to. So I've done that in the past, but I find it's just as nice left plain, and it's cheaper. Baking tray. Just line it with baking paper, just stops the chicken sticking to it. And just chop it up into, well, pieces. I'm just going to do sort of reasonably smallish pieces. No, because you were fighting. You were being silly and not letting each other do jobs. You weren't sharing.
Papa, Mum, this tomato share.
Well, there's not a lot else to do now because the rest of it involves handling raw chicken, which I'm not big on you guys doing.
But just a watch.
You just want to watch.
Yeah.
So anyway, I have a couple of helpers back, although I'm not big on these guys handling raw chicken because I don't trust them not to, you know. So anyway, I'm just chopping them in reasonably small pieces. They'll cook a lot faster if you chop them smaller. So it's up to you. You can do great big chunks if you've got plenty of time. Because first things first, we give the chicken a bit of a bath in flour. egg bath. And then we give it a crumb bath. Point out with the chips in the oven, when they've been in there for sort of about 10 minutes or so, you do want to give them a flip.
With the chips, and yeah, it's sweet, yes, so much, yeah, way much.
Lovely little chooky morsels can go in the oven under the chippies. You don't want to flip the chips about every 10 minutes. Okay. But that chicken shouldn't take long to cook because I just cut into little pieces. Now I always kind of look at this and think, oh, I really should reuse that, but it's had raw chicken dunked in it, so not a good idea. And in the meantime, we've got the chicken, we got the chips. Then you just got to sort out whatever veggies. I'm not doing anything fancy veggie wise. I'm just going to open up a pack of the mixed veggies and do that. If I was really organised, what goes beautifully with the crumbed chicken is actually the plum sauce that I do. Refer to my plum sauce recipe. If I was organised, I would have made some of it. That's a big if. Turns out I'm not. So I'll probably have to put a bit of tomato sauce in it. Gravy would be nice too. So these have all been in for about 10 minutes now, so I'm just gonna, with the tongs, just gonna flip over. Look how nice and crunchy and browny looking on the bottom. Yay! And I'll probably just let them cook for about another 10 minutes. And by that stage, the chippies up there should be nice and crispy looking as well. And yummy.
Chip, have you really won? Yeah.
These chips a bit of a flippy. So there we go. Dinner for 5. Clint's a bit late home, so I haven't dished his up yet. But trust me, it was actually dinner for 5. Under $10. So, yay.